Stepping in, Robbie Stewart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen someday.
He's out.
On to first, the double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Turner Tanaka comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Turner Tanaka steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. You cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Derek Dietrich stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Swinging a soft liner on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. At the plate, Robbie Stewart. He singled his last time up.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Hit sharply on the ground. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Striding in to start the 9th, Rick Garner, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So stepping in, number 14, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit. Trying to hold the lead. Line drive, base hit left field. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he is out at the plate as the potential tying run. And that will be the electrifying conclusion to our ball game. Wow.
Wow, talk about an exciting finish. I mean, you can't fault the aggressive play right here. Trying to score as the tying run, it was going to take a great play to get him. And sure enough, that's what they got, and they preserved the 1-run victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
For the victorious Zephyr.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific tonight, the finale of this 4-game set between the New Orleans Zephyrs and the Omaha Storm Chasers. Turner Tanaka will get his first shot here, and you can see that average pushing 400 to this point in the season. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
In now, Turner Tanaka. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside, it's 1-0.
That's ball 2.
That's inside.
2-0.
No
strike.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. But take a look at a few and see what he's got.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Changeup called to strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Full count. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting.
Turner Tanaka stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Second baseman, Turner Tanaka.
Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Turner Tanaka. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the Derek Dietrich ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play?
He's out.
The second for one.
He's out.
Boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Justin.
Stephen Lim gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? There's one. And he won't try for more than that as he's taken out pretty hard that time.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Omaha Storm Chasers and the Nashville Sound. Turner Tanaka will get his first shot here, and you can see that average pushing 400 to this point in the season.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. No one out with a runner at second.
Ball, that's out.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2 and 2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping in, Turner Tanaka. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a good bounce-back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. On now to the bottom of the second. The Storm Chasers are on top, 5-0. Eric Sogard stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Turner Tanaka heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Tanaka.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering its 93 that time.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Sogard, ranging into the outfield, makes the play, 1 away. Glenn Ryu will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Late indoor.
Turner Tanaka will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Second baseman, Turner Tanaka.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball,
First pitch
outside.
fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a fastball
Ball
there is
inside.
inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
That's ball 3.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4,
Out.
3,
Oh,
but it's
he's
not
safe.
in time, and the inning will continue. Glenn Ryu will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Right to him. To second for
He's
1.
out.
On to
He's
first.
safe.
Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
And on a ground ball like that one, you've got to make sure you get it to him quickly. If you don't, that runner might knock your shortstop right into left field, and that's almost what happened right there.
Trying to hold the lead. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the 9th that turned out to be the game winner as they hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
6 runs.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really.
Now on your MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Omaha Storm Chasers and the Nashville Sounds. Turner Tanaka will dig in. 1 for 4 with a triple in last night's game.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's not
Ball 1, no
close.
strike.
It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey!
And a strike to even the count.
The count's
1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Ball.
A little low. It's 2-2. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Turner Tanaka steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he keeps trying to force that curveball, and it's just not working for him right now.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Storm Chasers lead it 2-0. Yonder Alonso is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
He's out.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Eric Sogard comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a route started to get back in this thing.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 3.
Turner Tanaka ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
That's
2-1.
The count is 2-1.
2-1, here it is.
Ball.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot out.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We're through 6 full. Omaha leads this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Turner Tanaka, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
The 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen.
Nope,
This might be a
touchdown,
quick
ball
outing if that happens.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitch. And above and beyond in this one, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
And welcome back, everybody. Matt Vasco. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Omaha Storm Chasers and the Nashville Sounds. Turner Tanaka into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And they start him out away with a cold strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Nashville's out on top, 1-0. Tyler Ladendorf will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Kelly.
Todd Coe in now, popped out in his first trip. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 3 innings complete. The Sounds lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Turner Tanaka, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
The windup and the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Tanaka is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Turner Tanaka will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Andino is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long